Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Bourbon Pour. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Brian.
And today we are going to be talking about Holladay Distillery. A lot of people have been talking about this. This distillery has been making a lot of noise, at least I've been seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
It just hit our area late last year. I had acquired a bottle in Alabama, not thinking that it was available in Indiana yet, and lo and behold,
About the time it showed up.
yeah, lo and behold, Vic's liquor store had multiple expressions in stock. Has already done a tasting, and we actually don't have one of the offerings.
We're missing one of them, but I think these are the three of the better of the three. The other one's really solid, but it just drinks a little harsher, I think. So I think these are the main ones.
Right. Yeah. So we have the bottled and bond, just the standard, and it is a 7-year age statement. We have the bottled and bond soft red wheat, which I think is probably the one that makes the most noise, and then the regular standard Rickhouse proof. So I've checked around, and these actually are considered kind of rare and uncommon bourbons to have. So kind of cool that our store has them, and that maybe they're popping up in your area too. So maybe they won't be too rare for too long. I sure hope not, because they are tasty.
They are really good. Yeah.
So we're going to start first with the regular old bottled and bond, which I think both you and I are big fans of bottled and bond products. It's a great standard.
And then when you add the year or the age,
that's a 7-year.
7-year bottled and bond, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
The only one, Heaven Hill's the only other one I can think of.
Yeah.
That's maybe, well, they're 6, so they're not over that.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
No, is it Heaven Hill 7 too?
Is it 7?
Yeah, I think it is 7.
It is 7?
It is 7.
Okay.
And the only one I can think of older than that would be Henry McKenna. So.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's got like a really good vanilla note.
Mm-hmm.
It's like kind of overwhelmingly vanilla to me, which is what I've mentioned previously is a note that I really seek out. That's why I like the Russell's Reserve 10-year so much, and that's actually kind of a similar nose to me. I don't know if I could tell blind the difference between the two. I'm sure they would smell differently, but it reminds me, kind of reminiscent.
Strong, yes. The vanilla, it would catch you if you went in a little too deep.
Yeah.
I think it would light your nose up.
Yeah,
so you gotta be careful sniffing it.
Yeah, and we'll go in for a sip here. It's got for me, a really good rye spice note to it. Mm-hmm. That it's a little bit.
It's not proof. It's just it's the rye spice kicking in.
Yeah, sometimes you can kind of get those can intermingle, right? So you can confuse rye spice for an alcohol burn, but that's got in a good way, a great pronounced rye spice.
And you definitely get the vanilla carries over.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think. There's something else I'm getting in there too.
Yeah. I keep saying tonight, we're filming multiple episodes. There's like kind of a chocolate note, like a cocoa kind of thing, and I don't know if that's what I'm tasting, but something deeper than maybe a deep caramel
or a dark chocolate.
Yeah, or a brown, like a burnt brown sugar kind of thing.
Yeah,
really
it's
good.
Solid though. It's definitely solid.
Yeah, my wife Erica, she has a better palate than me. She probably could identify that what I'm trying to say.
The gibberish we're saying. Yeah.
Maybe a little almond kind of thing going on. Yeah, like a little almond.
I'm usually pretty good with almonds.
Yeah. It's like like almond butter. I like. I don't know if you ever have almond butter put on like toast or an oatmeal or something like that. Kind of like that.
And it's got a viscous, buttery feel to it.
Yeah, and you could see like kind of the legs going down.
Definitely.
So let's move on to the bottled and bond soft red wheat. Yeah, let's take a sip here. That nose is a little lighter to me.
Yeah, I get a little oak right out of the gate.
Yeah. And this one is a 6-year age statement. Yeah, 6-year age statement. So there ought to be a little oak there. And there's like a candy cherry kind of thing, like a Jolly Rancher kind of thing.
I get it like a dull.
Yeah. It's kind of a light nose.
A little bit of, I know it's called the wheat, but I do get a little bit of a kind of a weedy
grain kind of thing.
Grain smell to it.
Yeah. You know, that's in the title there, soft.
Yeah.
Soft red wheat. That is soft. I could see why that one is so popular, because that just has like just a really good balance of sweetness. The oak is even sweet with it for me, and the finish is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. There should be something I'm getting out of that, but
sometimes it can be hard, and I'm sure
sugar. I'm not sure what it's. There's something there. I'm just not picking out what it is.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like a lot of you too. Like a lot of times you taste these and you're like, man, this note is so obvious to me. I just can't pick it up. Like it can't translate to words. At least that's how I am.
And then somebody will tell you what note it is. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Exactly what it is.
So, or how to taste it. It's kind of like I think I said it in one of our other videos about the Jack Daniels and the banana. It took me 2 years to pick up the banana, but as soon as I got it,
that's all you smell.
Yeah.
I think that there's a little cherry there. There's a little bit of the grain. There's that sweet oak kind of thing. All around though, kind of soft, and the finish is pretty good too.
Yeah, it's good. It's on the lighter side. I think this would be something you might drink a little bit more often than you would this one. This one, I don't think you're going to do too many more than maybe one pour.
Right.
It packs a little bit of a punch, even though it's, like I said, and it may not be the proof punch. It just it kicks a little bit more.
That rice
spice kind of gets you a little bit more. So yeah.
We'll move on now to the Rickhouse proof, and for those wondering, this is 120.1 proof. So. It packs a punch.
It does.
And as you can see, it has been enjoyed.
Right. Yeah.
Which is good.
I shared it with a few times.
All right, there we go. Well, that's our mantra here. So it's got like a good kind of buttery kind of. I keep bringing up butter and all.
It seems similar to the first one that we nosed.
Do you know, is this one just this one? Like
up,
like cask strength, maybe.
I bet it is.
Yeah. It does say it was distilled in the fall of 2016, and then bottled in August of 2023. So it actually almost is 8 years. So.
It says,
it says 6.
Yeah, it says 6. So maybe there's a.
I can't count. Yeah, I guess it's a small batch, so maybe you have to go with the youngest whiskey that is put in. So there's probably some 8-year in it. Let's just go in for a sip. You definitely get the proof, especially on the back end.
It definitely.
Oddly enough, I think.
Well, I was going to say it coats, but actually it started to coat my mouth, and then it stopped. It stayed up in the front of the palate.
Yeah. I would agree with that, definitely. Oddly enough, I don't pick up as many flavors on that one.
Sometimes the higher proof will bring out those elements, and other times they'll kind of mask it with the proof. Sometimes that's all you can get out of it.
Yeah. And me personally, I like higher proof bourbons. It just kind of depends. I think my sweet spot's 100 to 110. Doesn't mean that I don't like 120. But that one, I'm having more trouble just picking up exact flavor notes.
The nose is a little, I don't know how to like. It's not earthy because when I say earthy, I usually don't like that word, but it's it's a musky.
It's
a musky smell to it.
Kind of like an old barnwood kind of thing. Which is a typical nose that I get out of a lot of things, particularly Wild Turkey, which is a favorite distillery of mine. You all will learn soon.
We'll find that out.
I'll probably say that 100 times.
That still has an extreme amount of legs on it too.
Yeah. You can tell that's slowly evaporating. But so, Brian, let's go with a ranking on which one you would put first, second, and third. I'll let you start with what you would say would be the last one. Let's start with the last one that you would go with. What would rank last? And then I'll go, and then we'll.
I think we're gonna be different on this one.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go with that one as the last one.
We are gonna be different. So for you, this one. So put that glass out there, and we'll go that way. For me, last will be
That's what I figured.
Rick House Proof. So for you, second.
Yeah, the Rick House would be my second to go as well.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And second to go for me will be the soft red
Oh, wow.
wheat. Yep.
We're definitely different.
Now, I love that one. I love that one, really. And then, obviously, my number one would be the standard bottled and bond and the soft red wheat bottled and bond for you.
Yeah. As far as just a solid everyday drinker, I think it brings elements that a lot of people would be open to and not be turned off.
Yeah.
I did like the not harshness, but the rye spice.
Yeah.
I usually lean towards those, but I was kind of thinking on the lines of what would appeal to the masses.
Oh, okay. If we're going with that, then that probably would be one that would rank higher. For me, the reason why I picked this one today, and like everybody knows, tomorrow it could be different, but for me, the nose of this one was more prominent than this one.
Yes, it definitely was.
That has more of a vanilla bomb that just was very... I could detect it very easily. This one was just a little bit lighter on the nose. Both of them I thought have great flavor. This one more rye spice. This one probably more well-rounded and a little bit more palatable. But that nose, the combination of the nose, rye spice flavor and the finish gave me the bottled and bond. Now, the interesting thing about that is our local liquor store that we talk about quite a bit, Vic's, had a tasting of these options, and I did actually not care for that whenever I first had it. So tonight, though, it ranked number one for me.
Yeah.
Now, blind, who knows?
And I like the Rick House, and so I bought that bottle. And like I said, it's still solid. They're all super solid. They're all good bottles, good choices, and for the price point, they're not. It's nothing too bad. It's going to set you back a little bit. I think these are in the 65 to. I think they're in the 65 range, and this one might be closer to 70.
Yeah. In our area, which is a fair price, I think, for what you get out of them. And we've talked about Vic's before, but this is a bottle provided by them, so we appreciate that. I actually own this one, and Brian brought this one over tonight. So, have you guys had any holiday offerings? Let us know. Let us know what your favorite is. I know, like we said, we're missing the soft red wheat Rick House.
I did try it over the weekend, and it was very hot.
Right.
So it definitely brings a punch.
Yeah.
And that's all I got out of it. But I was at a bourbon event, and I'd had a couple of samples prior to that. So what I remembered out of it may not have been a true offering.
Yeah, and sometimes those events, the more you sample, more off flavor. It can enhance flavors, or it can make flavors seem a little bit off. But great distillery, and I can see why it makes so much noise. One thing I would suggest to you is whenever I got this bottle, really funny and really quick, I was trying to pull the cork, and it's a twist off.
Yeah.
So note that it is a twist off, but just really cool stuff. Really cool label too. I don't know if you could see that little red truck on there. Love that label, and really love all three of these offerings. I think all of them are solid. Can't go wrong with any of them.
Also, I got to be replacing my bottle here pretty soon, so I'll probably be one of these two here.
Swing by and get one. So, all right. Well, whether you're with family or friends, be sure to share your whiskey.